Video. What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I'm in new surroundings. I'm being kicked out of my previous filming venue for a while. My sister-in-law is here and she's taken that room, so I'm in another room. But nonetheless, I haven't done a video for a while. I wanted to do this one because this is an interesting one, I think. Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker. I did say this fight is very close. I did say on a video that is Joshua, so if Parker, sorry, let me start again. I did say on a video, is Parker worth 35% of the Anthony Joshua pie? A lot of people said, it was mixed actually. Some people said absolutely no. Some people said, of course he is, he's an unbeaten world champion. It was split. I think it was about a 50-50. Anyway, that fight's happened. That fight's a done deal. It's a wrap. It's a hook, line, and sinker. So much so that Joseph Parker's very outspoken promoter has even started looking at venues. I mean, he's talking about the fight possibly happening in the new camp, and I was thinking, you have no choice where this fight happens. You are clearly not even the B side, you're the C side on this fight. This happens where Eddie Hearn says it happens, and the likelihood is that it happens. See, Wembley's probably the front runner, but I think there's potential to take this fight anywhere. There's potential to take this fight anywhere. Anthony Joshua is that big runner, especially within Europe. I think you could make a case from him being known in Europe, especially after the Klitschko win, so it could happen anywhere. Bob Arum has said in a recent interview with Seconds Out that this fight definitely is happening, and it's happening on the 31st of March. I think it's fair to say it probably is happening, and it's a fight that makes sense. So it's a unification fight. Whether or not people rate Joseph Parker as one of the top 5 heavyweights in the world is kind of put to the side. He has a belt. He has a belt. He's unbeaten. And don't take the Hughie Fury performance as much to go on, because Hughie Fury is an awkward opponent, and I think like he probably looked as good as he could look against a fighter that was kind of moving backwards and fighting negative throughout the full 12 rounds of that fight, I thought. So it's a good fight. It's an intriguing fight. And Josh was obviously clearly the favourite to win the fight. And then, you know, if Luis Ortiz does fight Wilder, it almost looks like 2 semi-finals, right? Luis Ortiz versus Wilder and Joseph Parker versus Anthony Joshua. And what's really good about this for me is you've got 4 unbeaten fighters. You've got 4 unbeaten fighters. I think you clearly have favourites in both. Most people have Wilder favourite as Ortiz. Although I have Ortiz to beat Wilder, and most people have Joshua favourite to beat Parker. So we've got 2 finals. Potentially, we've got Joshua versus Wilder in the summer of 2018. Potentially, and that's what we want. I always want there to be an undisputed heavyweight champion in the world. Right now, we have a few people claiming they're the best. Right, we have 4 people clearly saying I am the best. And by September 2018, and I think that's when it's likely to happen. We're going to have an undisputed champ. What do you guys make of Joshua versus Parker? I think it's a decent matchup. And you know what it is? I think you look at Joshua's resume. Remember, Joshua's had 21 fights. I don't think that's... I think he's got a good resume for someone that's had 21 fights. I think a lot of people criticise him. A lot of people are asking for the Wilder fight straight away. Don't know why. I don't know why. Wilder's had 38, 39 fights. Wilder's fought nobody. Wilder's fought jack shit. I mean, I at least look at Thingy's resume, and I think, you know, I look at Dominic Breazeale. Look, he's got at least, and this is Joshua, by the way, Joshua's got at least 5 opponents that are ranked in the top 20. At least 5, right? So you've got Takam, Klitschko, Breazeale, Molina, Dylan White, and now you're gonna have Joseph Parker. It's not bad. It's not bad. I even think when he fought Kevin Johnson, who I remember was coming off a loss, but I think Kevin Johnson could have been ranked in the top 20 as well. And he was going to fight Pulev. So the resume, as much as people give him stick, it isn't too shabby. Isn't too shabby. I think it's a lot better than Deontay Wilder's resume. People might argue, but I think it's clear, light and day better than Deontay Wilder's resume. But that's just my own opinion. Anyway, back to the video. Who do you think wins that fight? How do you think they win it? And what's your thoughts on it? Is it a good matchup? I think it is. What's your thoughts? Let me know. Peace.